viewers, Rectangular back, this time with another haul video. Here we have some loose figures and accessories I picked up from different sources. On the left we have a group of 3 figures that I got from a gentleman on Facebook. I'm having I think it was Michael Cottrell Mays, I believe was his name. And yeah, he had a bunch of fodder figures that he was getting rid of, and I think he was selling them for $5 each, so I got these 3 for $15 shipped. Very good deal. On the far left we have the Abe Sapien figure from Mezco. Don't remember if that's, I think that's from the movie, not the comic. They had 2 different product lines. And this is really the only Mezco figure that I own besides that horrible, mostly statue Heisenberg figure that they put out a few years ago, which I was extremely disappointed with. But yeah, that's pretty cool to handle a real articulated Mezco figure for once. It looks like a pretty well constructed figure for the most part, but yeah, I'm just going to use him for custom fodder. I've got a really good head to put on him. And then we have the baby, God, I can't remember what figure she came with. It's like an independent comic book character. I totally spacing out who that is. And then we have this alien figure from a video game. Totally blanking out what video game that is from as well. And I actually have this figure, and I think the one I picked up previously was broken as well, or broke soon after I got it. And yeah, I'm just going to use that for parts. And then on the right we have the Honky Tonk Man, which I got off eBay. Really just got him for the head. And yeah, and then from a different seller I got some wrestling accessories. Got 2 different pairs of glasses and a sledgehammer. So yeah, I don't remember what I paid for those, but he was basically having like a deal where you buy so many and you would get a discount, so I got a good deal on those. Alright, with that, let's move on to the next set of items. Here we have a few figures from the X-Men Marvel Legends Warlock Build-A-Figure wave. First we've got Polaris and Cyclops, and then Wolverine, otherwise known as Old Man Logan. These are the only figures that I cared about getting from the wave. The store I went to, the Target I went to, had 3 cases, but one of the employees must have snagged Cyclops, so that's starting to be more and more of a problem. And then there was another collector there, so instead of trying to get into any kind of confrontation with him, I just let him take the Cyclops that was in the second case. So we each got one, and then I picked up 2 Polaris, so that's all I needed. Then when I went to another Target, I found I grabbed another Old Man Logan and another Cyclops for myself, and then I went to another store and picked up a Cyclops for my friend Josh Cheney. So yeah, we had pretty damn good luck, but had to get up basically when the store opened in order to snag them, because they were going pretty damn quick. But yeah, let's get these guys out of the package and get a closer look at them. Here are the X-Men out of their packages, and overall pretty damn good figures. The Cyclops is not without his issues. I did a review of him, so definitely check that out if you're interested. Mostly just the straps not being able to stay in place for very long. You start moving figure around, you're going to be fighting with those straps. But overall, he's painted well, and yeah, the only thing that would have really helped beside the straps is if they'd given him an alternate hand, a fist, or just a relaxed hand on the left side. That would have really improved the figure a lot. And then Old Man Logan, pretty damn good figure. It would have been nice if they had given him an alternate head. The head and the hands are quite large. I have seen some pretty good swaps, but unless you get the head sitting down pretty low on the peg, it's going to look a little weird because he's you know, so bulky with that jacket on. It makes the head look really small. My friend, I think it was my friend Adam Smith, did some really cool sculpt and paint on this head, which I'm probably going to steal that idea of giving him a traditional Wolverine haircut, making him a younger version of the same head. So I'm probably going to try doing that myself. Looked really cool. So yeah, definitely great work there. And then Polaris, not bad. The paint on this one, the lipstick is a little bit off to the our right side, her left side, so not perfect, but still pretty well painted. Let's see, the head sits a little high on that on the peg, so that annoys me, but overall she's pretty decent. I wish they had used a different head sculpt, but this appears to be the Scarlet Witch head. I could be wrong, but it looks a lot like Scarlet Witch to me. The hair is sculpted well, just wish it was a little bit softer, but she can look up a decent amount, and yeah, you know, it helps because that head does sit so high on the peg, but I'm probably going to try to modify one of them so it doesn't look quite so much of a gooseneck. It's all hidden by the hair, so they did the same thing with Mockingbird and other characters, where the hair is hiding just how high the head sits on those pegs. But yeah, I'm just happy to finally get one, and with that, let's move on to the last set of items. Here from Marvel Legends, we have the Guardians of the Galaxy wave, the comic book figures. On the left we have Nova, then next we have Angela. After that we've got Vance Astro, and on the far right we have Darkhawk. And I was able to snag these at Walgreens, and I also have a case coming in the mail, so I will show the movie figures as well, which I'm not a big fan of, but I need those pieces to complete Titus. I don't know why, but feel compelled that I need to build Titus because he's a cosmic character, and he did appear in, or he does appear in the Guardians animated series, which I do appreciate, but I'm not a big fan of Kid Nova. But anyway, let's crack these out of the package and get a closer look at them. Here we've got all the figures out of the package, and overall pretty decent wave. You know, I'm not big into movie figures, but yeah, I'm still happy with the comic figures that I plan to keep. On the left we've got Angela, which I've already done a review on, so I'm not really going to go into a whole lot of detail about her, other than saying she's a great figure, probably one of the best female Marvel Legends, if not the best female Marvel Legends we've ever received. And yeah, definitely go check that out. One thing I did notice, comparing her to the other Angela figures that I still have in the package, is that the skirt piece, which I talked about in my review, has a little ding there, and initially I was thinking it was because of the way that she was packaged, but I think it's actually the way that it came out of the mold. It's got a little ding there, but Yeah, I think all of them look that way, and it doesn't seem like it's the packaging that's causing that. So, yeah, it's kind of it sucks that it's there, but I'm glad it wasn't because of the packaging issue. So let's get Angela out of the way and focus in on the rest of the wave here. So, let's see, Titus. Don't really have a whole lot to say about him. One thing I did notice is that it seems like the lower leg is in two pieces, that it's glued together, and the couple of legs that I have seen, it doesn't look like they turned the lower leg all the way around when they glued it, so it has kind of this little piece jutting out of the edge. So yeah, to let me know if that is happening on yours as well. I'm assuming they did that because they wanted to swap it out with a different lower leg for a different figure. Either that, or they initially wanted to give it lower leg rotation, and then they scrapped it at the last minute, probably to save money. But yeah, overall, nothing real great about the figure. Pretty decent articulation. Paint isn't too bad. The other head that I saw, or the other head that I have of Darkhawk still in the package, doesn't look that great. I mean, they both don't look. They're not perfect. The teeth probably a little bit better painted on this one, and also the eye piece there, I think, is probably painted a little bit better on this one as well. But yeah, nothing dramatically different or great about him. But yeah, not a bad Build-A-Figure. I'm just not a huge fan of the character. Vance Astro. This one I think is going to be the most difficult to find really good paint. He's supposed to have a nice hourglass there on the front of the chest, and a lot of them that I've seen, the triangles either don't line up, or you've got too much white on one side and not enough on the other, or the triangle itself is just plain crooked. Sometimes the star over his left breast is not quite straight, or the blue is a little smudged. So yeah, you're gonna have a hell of a time trying to find a perfect one. I'm trying to find a perfect one myself. The only real issue this one has is a little bit of white sticking up there at the top of the thigh. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix that, but I'm definitely going to try. And yeah, the only other thing was the paint is kind of stripping off on the back of his hand there. So that's also a little frustrating, but overall I'm glad the way that they did the paint design, with the swirled in plastic. I think they pulled it off with him. Let's see, Darkhawk, pretty damn good figure. I'm really surprised at how well that turned out. It's pretty simple, not a whole lot of paint applications. I really like the way that they did they swirled the paint into the plastic for the mask part of his helmet, and the shoulder pads, how they're on hinges. That was a cool idea, really smart move on their part. And the head articulation and the ab crunch. This thing has a fantastic ab crunch. I wish all of the Marvel Legends had range of motion like this guy does, for looking up and for looking down. I'm not going to do it on camera, but definitely check out the reviews of him and pay attention to that ab crunch. They did a really good job. Not a big fan of the character, so I'm not super concerned about how they did the wings, but I think that they pulled it off fairly well, and they're packaged well so that they don't get too screwed up in the package. At least mine are pretty damn good. The Kid Nova here, the ones I've seen in the store had a little bit worse paint. The gold gold paint is infamously notorious for not like bleeding into other areas of the plastic, and this one turned out pretty damn good. I have a tiny scratch there on the disc on his right side there. Otherwise, turned out really good. I think he's got like a tiny blemish on this one too, but really hard to tell unless you look at it closely. And yeah, he's got great articulation. The argument that Dwight and other people at Hasbro make about females not having double jointed knees or bicep swivel, that it breaks up the sculpt, is just a stupid argument. I mean, you look at this figure, he's got small arms like a female character, and this works perfect. You know, it looks good, it's very functional. There's absolutely no reason why they can't give these same kind of arms to the female Marvel Legends. The Star-Lord, you know, movie figures get the most amount of sculpt, and they did a really good job on this one. I'm so glad that we have a Star-Lord that actually looks like Chris Pratt. I'll probably end up using this as a comic Star-Lord, modern comic Star-Lord, and put a different head on him. But yeah, this works. I kind of wish that he had. Yeah, I haven't seen the new movie yet. I don't know if he ever wears his weapons attached to his legs like that. But it is functional. It does work, and yeah, it would have been nice, I think, if they had given him some effects to plug into his feet. I haven't, you know, like I said, I avoid trailers, so I haven't seen if he's flying around. He does not have those same little jets on his boots like he did in the first movie. At least this figure doesn't. But yeah, the other thing is that the other ones that I have and have seen in the stores is the eyebrows. The paint on the eyebrows is on most of the other ones is too high, so it looks like he's wearing makeup. This one looks good. This is the only one out of the like four or five that I've seen that look good. So I just got lucky. And yeah, I got this set at Walgreens, but the other ones I've seen at Target, and the one I got in the mail, not nearly as good as the one I got at Walgreens. And Yondu, I just sold this figure to a gentleman on Facebook. It's a pretty decent figure. Paint looks good on it, good articulation, nice sculpt. But yeah, I'm just not into movie figures at all, and I definitely do not like how James Gunn turned Yondu into this space hillbilly. That really turns me off. But to each his own. I'm sure the movie will be entertaining. And yeah, with Drax, what's it called? Rocket launcher that he comes with. The handles on it are huge. I don't see how he can hold that front handle without really warping the hands. But you can get his thumb around that back handle there, and it does work well. You know, he can hold it up on his shoulder. So you know, it's effective. I don't know what other characters will be able to hold that without messing up their hands. But yeah, it's just not anything real special about this Drax other than the head sculpt. It is a good figure. It's just, you know, pretty much the same thing that we got from the first Guardians wave of figures, you know, just with the blue pants instead of the orange, which I definitely like these pants a lot more than the orange ones. I thought that was a really odd choice that they went with in the movie. I definitely do not like the costume designer for Guardians of the Galaxy, the movie. But yeah, very cool to finally get some of these characters that I've been wanting for a long time. Definitely been wanting Vance Astro for a long time. And with that, hopefully you liked the video, you share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already, and I always love hearing back from you guys, so please leave a comment below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.